Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Friday, May 18th, 2018, and today in our Tech News Update, we have Bixby, the famous assistant that nobody likes on Samsung, is going to apparently roll out a really big upgrade that will be much better, and it will roll on the Galaxy S9 phones later this year. Because of this, I actually decided, because I was ignoring Bixby on my phone because I knew it was crappy, but I decided that to activate it so that I could see what it looks like and have a little more, and compare it with the other assistants like Cortana and Google at the same time. And of course, it's going to be interesting to see this update, what it brings. And according to Samsung, some of the few or interesting things: faster response times, better noise cancelling capabilities. If you're on Windows 10 Creators Update or Fall Creators Update, 15063 or 16299, there are some updates that actually were rolling in yesterday. So check your Windows updates. It's a mix of security fixes and bug fixes. So apparently there's security stuff in there also. So if you're on the Creators Update or Fall Creators Update, check your Windows updates. There are some updates that have rolled out yesterday. Well, how many HomePods did Apple actually ship? That was the question. That was the thing that we wanted to know. Well, now it seems that it's around 600,000 of these devices that were shipped in the first quarter of this year. Now, if you compare that to Amazon, who sold 4 million devices, and Google, that sold 2.5 million, it's kind of far behind, but you never know what's going to happen. And a great example of that, of all the assistants that were sold in the first quarter of 2018, the market is getting really competitive. In 2017, first quarter of 2017, Amazon owned 81% of the smart speaker market. Well, in the first quarter of 2018, it's now down to 43.6%, with Google being second. So it really shows how this market is evolving and changing rapidly right now. Well, interesting, North Korea apparently silently sent apps to the Google Play Store. And the reason behind it is to find defectors that also, that through their Facebook accounts, because these apps were able to look into Facebook and search for these people, but also to steal tons of data. And, it's part of the wars going on with data and with different states. Of course, Google removed all the apps that were downloaded, but they weren't downloaded a lot. They were downloaded about 100 times, so basically it's not too big of a threat. Well, the fight for net neutrality goes on and is actually getting a little, a little more intense as after the U.S. Senate vote to keep net neutrality, internet service providers and even Agit Pi jumped into the battle here and said, hey, no, this is a bad thing. Don't believe that. This is, And what's even worse and what I find really horrible is that some of the internet service providers actually are playing with words to kind of try to say that they are for net neutrality when in reality they're not at all. Well, a company called Location Smart is there to help users that basically have legitimate use for finding smartphones. Locate, of course, any smartphone on U.S. territory. Well, a huge flaw let pretty much anyone view wherever everyone else's phone was on U.S. carriers. And so this was a big blunder, but things apparently are fixed now, but still, it's kind of a, dumb thing to do. Well, the Windows 10 April 2018 update is still rolling out, and even though Microsoft seems to ignore that some issues are happening, IT pros that are updating some of the business computers say that one of the things that April 2018 update seems to do, break key aspects of networking, and that very often they have to do a complete reset and need to fix it before it actually works. So this is another one of the interesting problems of April 2018 update, apparently. Well, here are the 3 things that actually have people scammed over social media. Yes, there are scams over social media. So the 3 things that people actually fall for apparently are: first, romance, someone pretending to love you or be a secret admirer or in love with you, and you start having the conversation, and finally you lose money somewhere. 2 is phishing, of course, trying to fool you into giving personal info, trying to say that you maybe your utility company or a credit card or whatever, and trying to kind of get personal info through a phishing attempt. And number 3, a friend that asks for help because they're stuck somewhere in another country or whatever, but in reality often they are just not your friends. They're just fake friends, and they are using profile pictures they see on the web to try to scam you into thinking they are your friends. And that's the number 3 thing for scams. And finally, Google says that users should be safe by default on the internet, and it's pushing forward that HTTPS needs to be default. So starting with Chrome 69 and then 70, of which these 2 versions will come this fall, HTTPS will get flagged if you're not on HTTPS. So basically, this will be something that will, of course, be something to check for. A red triangle will show that it should not be, and basically it shouldn't be that okay. I'm really sorry here because I forgot to close or shut down my phone. And so this was the Tech News Update for Friday, May 18th, 2018. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up, and thank you so much for following us on this channel.